Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, pay for play, the city looking for your opinion on sports and recreation as it builds its budget. A rough ride, drivers on a secondary highway want a dangerous stretch fixed. And cracking open a time capsule, a video inside reveals an NHL dream came true.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
A group of sports advocates is pushing Edmontonians to ask for more places to play. Demand for arenas, courts, pools, and pitches outpaces supply in Edmonton. And now the city wants to know what people want ahead of this fall's budget. CTV's Jeremy Thompson is at St. Elizabeth Seton School for us this evening, where the first of 12 sessions is happening. So, Jeremy, what topics are on the table tonight?
Well, Matt, pretty much anything and everything the Edmontonians think the city should be spending their tax dollars on. These 3-hour sessions, as you mentioned, are happening in every ward throughout the month of April here, and the city is basically intending to bring the public along for the ride on this new budget process that looks to build it from the studs up. So everything city-related is on the table, including, as you mentioned, recreation space. Fresh from hosting another successful mini World Cup tournament, the Edmonton and District Soccer Association is looking ahead to a busy outdoor season for its adult leagues.
The numbers are up a little bit over last year, which means more challenges for us in terms of finding facilities and referees.
EDSA rents field time at this 13-pitch facility in the Northwest, but it's not enough. So the league has to book other fields, which are always in high demand, pushing games later and further away.
We've had to extend our season for some of our divisions well into September because we simply can't find enough fields from May to August.
Whether it's soccer pitches, ball diamonds, swimming pools, arenas, or courts, Sport Edmonton says demand is outpacing supply for all kinds of facilities. That's why the advocacy group asked its members to participate in the public consultation for the city's new budget process.
Investment in sport and recreation is an investment in Edmonton.
CEO Evan Dom says given the city's finances, the private sector will likely have to help build new facilities. He says privately run places like the Scottish Soccer Dome or Silent Ice Arena show it can be done.
That's a facility that I think is a good model, and there's some ways, again, to get creative with the funding. It's not going to be just the city of Edmonton stepping to the plate and saying we're going to build this facility on our own. That's not the solution long term.
Maybe they get a grant, but the city gets programming times.
Even if there's a way to pay for more facilities, they still take years to build. Councillor Aaron Paquette suggests existing city park space could be quickly turned into temporary sports fields, especially if it's underused, like the new Northeast River Valley Park.
Put in the lines, put in a few goalposts or things like that, and increase that capacity immediately.
The Soccer Association I spoke with also says a portable goals could help make those temporary fields even more useful for more groups. When it comes to this meeting, though, it gets underway at 5:30. And as I mentioned, everything city-related is on the table. This is the City Council's new zero-based budgeting system where they're supposed to be building the budget up from the studs so Edmontonians know exactly what we're paying for out from 2027 all the way through 2030. Matt?
All right, Jeremy Thompson, thank you. The province is spending $22 million on measures it believes will strengthen school safety. It's part of the provincial government's response to February's deadly shooting in Tumbler Ridge, BC. Alberta's education minister previously ordered schools to do a safety audit. The province says the one-time grant of $20 million will be spent on upgrading security. $2 million will be spent on safety training for school staff. The money will be distributed between school boards based on enrollment. The opposition NDP is launching a pro-Canada campaign to mobilize Albertans ahead of a possible separation referendum. The petition for that referendum is in an Edmonton courtroom, which is determining whether it violates Indigenous treaty rights. CTV's Connor Hogg reports on day 3.
We're not sleepwalking into this referendum.
Alberta's NDP says it wants to speak to Albertans ahead of a provincial separation referendum.
We're not repeating the mistake of the people who thought Brexit would never pass. We're getting out there now. We're mobilizing people. We're showing them how and where and when to vote, and we're helping them talk to their neighbours.
NDP leader Naheed Nenshi says the new group is needed because of rules that may limit advertising by those behind the Forever Canadian petition.
Think of it as sort of going in the same direction in two separate canoes.
Thomas Lukasik says the two groups aren't related and likely wouldn't merge due to Forever Canadian's nonpartisan stance. He believes there's room for both.
I still would prefer if our MLAs, who swore a vote of allegiance to the Crown to be MLAs in the first place, vote on this issue. What's so difficult?
Speaking at Calgary's Rotary Club, Premier Danielle Smith says a government committee will determine what to do with the Forever Canadian signatures. She's also watching the pro-separation petition.
I hope that if we do end up having this question debated in October, that I'll be able to do some more convincing, because I think Canada is worth fighting for.
Meanwhile, the legal fight resumed in an Edmonton courtroom. Lawyers for an Alberta First Nation say the separation referendum devalues the treaty rights of Indigenous people. Provincial lawyers say citizen initiative petitions are policy development rather than legislation. Stay Free Alberta's Jeffrey Rath says the Referendum Act does not force the province to implement results, regardless of the outcome.
It's just a way for citizens to express their view on a policy that's different from government. My government policy is we support a sovereign Alberta within a united Canada.
She says she's for a sovereign Alberta within a united Canada. Those are meaningless words.
The review of the potential pause on the separation petition is expected to continue tomorrow. Connor Hogg, CTV News, Edmonton.
Police are searching for a man who broke into a cigar shop in Leduc wearing a Spider-Man mask. Police say 2 weeks ago, a thief broke into the shop on 51st Street and 50th Avenue through the roof using the empty next-door store. The security cameras and alarms were cut right after the person entered. The store's owner believes $60,000 to $65,000 worth of cigars, vapes, and cigarettes were stolen. Cash from the register and a safe with a week's worth of money were also taken. The suspect was wearing a Spider-Man mask with a yellow jacket and gloves. Drivers say their complaints about a secondary highway northwest of Edmonton have been ignored for too long. The concerns involve a stretch of Highway 633 near the town of Onaway. The terrain is steep, and depending on the weather conditions, drivers say they deal with either ruts, mud, washed-out roads, or icy conditions. Taylor Kesser says a rainstorm caused her to slide off the road last summer. She says at times it's become too dangerous to leave her own home.
I have a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, and a 10-month-old. Unfortunately, anytime it rains or there's melting or even icy road conditions, anytime I have to drive anywhere, take my son to preschool or go get groceries, I'm having to worry about their safety, unfortunately.
That stretch of highway is maintained by Ledcor. CTV News has reached out to the construction company as well as the province for comment. Josh is in the Keswick neighborhood in Edmonton this evening, checking out the Mighty Millions Lottery Grand Prize Dream Home. Josh?
Yeah, and there's a big deadline coming up midnight tomorrow, Matt. And to talk a little bit more about that, we have Megan Wenger with the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation. Megan, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Josh?
Excellent. Everybody's happier. Nobody's yelling at me because it was a little bit warmer outside today. But we'll get to the weather in just a couple minutes. Let's talk about this BMW and Barcelona early bird prize.
Yeah, so you're right. Time is ticking. You have until midnight tomorrow to get your tickets. And we actually are over 80% sold. So if you've been kind of on the fence, you're head to mightymillionslottery.com and buy your tickets while you still can.
Yeah, and while you still have a chance to be eligible for this prize, plus the grand prize, the $2.5 million grand prize, the house, plus $100,000 cash. What are we supporting this year?
So the Mighty Millions Lottery is really awesome because when you buy your ticket, you're helping kids as soon as you make that purchase.
Right.
And we recently announced our Stollery No Bounce campaign where we are working towards building a standalone Stollery. And so when you buy your tickets, you're making sure that we don't leave any kids behind today. So there are so many kids, more than 300,000 patient visits each year, and your support makes sure that we are able to provide cutting-edge equipment and invest in research and help them today and also help the next generation.
Fantastic. MightyMillionsLottery.com. Megan, thank you. Go get your tickets now. Get in on the early bird prize plus the grand prize. Take a look. Here's what that vehicle is. A brand new BMW X5. Maybe we'll go outside and take a look at this thing here a little bit later. Plus 10 days in Barcelona, or you could take $200,000 cash. MightyMillionsLottery.com. It's 7 degrees in Edmonton right now. We hit 9 earlier in the day today for a daytime high. It's going to get even warmer tomorrow. You do have some scattered flurries, a little bit of mixed precipitation heading into the Cold Lake region. Here in Edmonton, after a sunny start to the day, clouds have been moving in from the west and northwest. Those will stick with us, it looks like, through the early evening hours, and then they'll break overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning. Mainly sunny to partly cloudy skies through the day tomorrow. -1 in the morning and into the teens tomorrow, 13 or 14 for a daytime high. Double digits again on Saturday, and then a cool down for Sunday with a chance of some flurries. We'll talk a little bit more about that and have the rest of your forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Josh, thank you. Coming up next on CTV News, raising the flag, why more players are joining a local flag football league.
We've seen participation grow by 100% every year.
The CTV drone powered by Century Casino. 3 great locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
Local flag football organizations say the fast-growing sport has seen an explosion of registrations for the upcoming season. They credit professional athletes and celebrities for helping it score a touchdown with all demographics. CTV's Evan Kenny has more on the growth of the game.
Right there, run a double move. Let's see what he's got.
Here's Hurts, letting it go deep. Devontae Smith running under it. He's got it.
Hail Mary passes.
Little fake Burrow. Nice cut.
Ankle-breaking moves.
Odell Beckham Jr.
And world-class athletes. It looks like the NFL football millions watch on Sundays, minus the big hits and huge recognition. But flag football is coming on strong.
Across the country, flag football is growing at a monumental level. We've seen participation grow by 100% every year.
Lori Ekdahl from NFL Flag Edmonton credits the growth in popularity in part to NFLers trying flag football. The dynamic sport will also make its Olympic debut in 2028.
The more you see something, the more you get interested in it. So I think it's definitely increasing curiosity about the sport.
We have almost 600 kids hitting the field this spring.
NFL Flag Edmonton isn't fumbling the opportunity. It's getting set to host its biggest tournament yet. 24 teams will play for a chance to go to nationals and possibly represent Canada internationally.
Somebody who doesn't have any experience in football, this is a really safe way to enter into the sport. You aren't worried about getting tackled.
The tournament has U10, 12, and 14 divisions, but adults can also play this spring by registering on the Edmonton Adult Flag Football League website.
There's always a space for everybody. That's always been the best part about football to me.
Players will hit the field in May. Evan Kenny, CTV News, Edmonton.
The Edmonton Oil Kings roster will look different next season with at least 6 players leaving. That includes defenseman Ethan McKenzie, who's going to play college hockey in North Dakota.
My mom's really happy about that. She always wanted me to go to school and kind of get an education. So, I'm super proud and honored that I've worked to get myself an opportunity to go play college, and lucky enough that it kind of fit me at the right time. But, you know, it's tough to say goodbye to Edmonton. This is my second home, my second family. So
McKenzie played his final game with the team Monday when the Oil Kings lost Game 7 to the Saskatoon Blades in overtime. Despite being considered the favorites, the Oil Kings never led that first-round series. Oil Kings captain Gavin Hodnett just finished his 4th season with the team. He could potentially return as an overager.
Very honored to be a leader in this organization and to play for this organization for 4 years. And if I had the opportunity to do it again for my 5th, that would be absolutely an honor. And
right now, you know, lots of guys have decisions to make on what their future holds and what the summer is going to look like and heading into next year. And, you know, as a manager, it's, you know, right now players could be saying one thing and that could change by the time they're expected back August 24th.
During their 4 home playoff games, the Oil Kings welcomed an average of 5,200 fans at Rogers Place. Still to come tonight on CTV News, the Alberta referees added to the officials' list for this summer's World Cup.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
All We're heading back to Keswick now, where Josh is checking out the Stollery Mighty Millions Lottery Grand Prize Dream Home. Josh, I hope the forecast looks as good as the house.
Oh, the forecast looks fantastic in the short term. Sunday's not looking as bad as the potential was earlier in the week. We'll get to that with 5 and 10 day forecast in a moment. It is the Mighty Millions Lottery. The early bird prize deadline is midnight tomorrow. Don't forget about the 50-50, though. You could take half of what is now just over $1.3 million in the 50-50. We'll talk more about the early bird prize in a second. First, take a look outside right now with the River Valley Skycam. It's brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right over, it's free. Blue skies. It's pretty cloudy here on the south side, but blue skies from that vantage point looking to the north. We're at 7 degrees right now after hitting 9 earlier this afternoon. 3 in Fort McMurray. You got an 11 in Jasper. We'll be in double digits tomorrow. Red Deer currently sitting at 7 degrees. There's your flurries and mixed precipitation. It's not all that heavy, but there is some of that south Fort McMurray and northwest Cold Lake. That'll continue to drift off to the southeast. Here in Edmonton, we'll see some cloudy periods for the next little while, and then we should get some clearing overnight tonight. See that big bubble of warm air? It's going to ripple in from the west-southwest. That'll hold all the heavier cloud cover and the snow north of us through Friday, Saturday. So there's your push of warm air. Fairly sunny skies from Edmonton off to the south, cloudier to the north. Snow moves into northwestern Alberta late tomorrow and then spreads east towards Fort McMurray through the overnight period and into early Saturday morning. I think most of the snow for Fort McMurray will fall through the day Saturday. There's a chance for most areas probably 5 to 10. Some spots maybe closer to 15 centimeters of snow from north of Peace River east towards Fort McMurray. We stay on the warm side of all that snow on Saturday, although clouds do increase. And then watch this little cool down, this push of air coming in from the northwest Saturday evening and into Sunday. You get a chance of some mixed precipitation late Saturday night here in the city. And then it really doesn't look like there's much of a chance for a big snowstorm on Sunday, but I think still a decent chance of some flurries or light snow, especially early in the day Sunday. -4 in Fort McMurray tomorrow morning, -6 for Grand Prairie. We'll drop to about -1 here in the city, -4 in Red Deer. Fort McMurray cloudy and 7 tomorrow, 9 in Grand Prairie, and teen temperatures for Jasper, Edson, Whitecourt, and Red Deer. We'll get to about 13 or 14 degrees as well for a daytime high here in the city. 11 on Saturday, mostly cloudy skies. A chance of some mixed precipitation Saturday night, and then a few flurries in the forecast for Sunday, especially, as we said, through the first half of the day. Otherwise, just mostly cloudy and about 5 degrees. So that's cooler than average. Certainly a lot cooler than today, tomorrow, and Saturday, but not bad. Temperatures back to around 10 for daytime highs Monday and Tuesday. There it is, the BMW in Barcelona early bird prize, the car and the trip, or $200,000 cash. Deadline's midnight tomorrow. Go to MightyMillionsLottery.com.
All right, Josh, thank you. The Kinsman Center is hosting 300 swimmers from 6 countries for the 2026 Speedo Canadian Swimming Open. Senior athletes, including Olympians and Paralympians, are making a splash over the next 3 days. The meet dives into the long course season with races happening in 50-meter pools. It gives athletes the opportunity to size up their opponents. Organizers believe the Open is gaining international recognition with athletes from more countries entering.
So really a dress rehearsal for the Los Angeles 2028 Olympic and Paralympic Games. So this is an important step. Most swimmers are going to do 1 or 2 big meets.
It's still kind of a training meet for us, but I still want to perform. I'm not taking it easy. So yeah, regular meet should be fun.
Swimmers compete until Saturday. Tickets are still available. Alberta will be represented on the referee roster at this summer's World Cup. FIFA named Calgary native Drew Fisher to the tournament's list of match officials. He's a 2-time Major League Soccer Referee of the Year and has Olympic experience. FIFA also named Michael Barwigan from Coaldale as an assistant ref. Canada co-hosts the World Cup with the United States and Mexico starting June 11th. Country crooner Zach Top is extending his tour, adding Edmonton to his list of stops. The Cold Beer and Country Music Tour takes over Rogers Place July 16th. Top was recently named New Artist of the Year at the CMA Awards. Pre-sales for the tickets start Wednesday.
Programming brought to you by Senior Home Care by Angels, Canada's choice in home care.
The Edmonton Oilers are getting closer to securing a playoff spot. Connor McDavid scored a hat trick and assisted on the Oilers' other 2 goals during a 5-2 win in San Jose last night. Edmonton remains at the top of the Pacific Division with those big 2 points. Evan Bouchard picked up 2 assists, making him the second defenseman in team history to surpass 90 points in a single season. He currently leads the league in points by a blue liner. The Oilers wrap up a 3-game road trip on Saturday afternoon against the LA Kings, and then there's only 2 more games until the playoffs begin. Students at a school in West Edmonton have discovered what life was like at the turn of the century. A time capsule was cracked open today. Among the items inside were video interviews with students about their dreams. CTV's Amanda Anderson shows us one well-known former student who achieved his NHL dream was there to check out the capsule.
We're at Good Shepherd School.
This assembly at Good Shepherd Catholic Elementary is more than 2 decades in the making.
Thought this would be really neat to plan for the future, to put some everyday things into a box, stick it on a shelf here and wait 25 years. And I'm so glad it came to fruition. Nobody threw it out.
The contents of a time capsule from the year 2000 revealed for students present and past.
I was 8 years old. And I just wrote everything about me at the time, which was hilarious. And then I wrote everything that I thought I would be like in 25 years.
In the future, I predict that there will be cars without making 1 bit of pollution.
There was also a VHS tape of student interviews.
I would really like to be a doctor when I grow up.
This student may look familiar.
25 years from now, what would you like to be doing as a job?
Playing as a hockey player in the NHL.
A dream the grade 5 student achieved.
Pinching myself a little bit at this time because, you know, my whole life I was looking forward, and now it's nice to kind of take a look back at everything.
Retired NHL player, former Edmonton Oiler Tyler Ennis returned to his old school to surprise students at the assembly.
It was really cool just getting to see him and seeing what he was like when he was younger than my age.
I grew up across the field. I walked to school every day. I was a kid just like them around this neighborhood, and if you dream about something and you put in a lot of effort and work and time, that, you know, great things can happen.
What your favorite song would be?
Steal My Sunshine.
I don't mind that song actually, but my taste in music has changed a bit as I got older, but it wasn't the worst choice.
A day celebrating the past that left this student inspired for the future, with hopes of becoming the second student from Good Shepherd to play in the NHL. Amanda Anderson, CTV News, Edmonton.
And that's our show. CTV News continues right now.